Welcome back, everybody, to another great Digital Gate Studios deck profile. It's purple time, so it must be James here.
That's true. I've moved on. I'm in the purple now because Mastamon is an identity crisis at the moment.
We'll get through it. It's going to get through it. We'll get more support for your Angels. Your Angels aren't going anywhere. They'll come back.
Oh, man.
All right. So what do we got this time?
I have a Beelzemon deck profile.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, nice and updated, nice and milly.
Nice. With all the Demon Lord goodness.
Absolutely. At home in purple. So we'll start off with the eggs. 4 of the Yaman.
Yep.
Very strong. New one. Yes, very strong. Great art. And love the on-attack effect of milling cards.
That's so cool.
Very, very strong. And it allows for really, really fun combos.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they're going to give us, I'm guessing there's a bunch of stuff in here that's from the starter deck that's just an automatic 4 of. It's like they're not going to make a crazy starter deck for one boss monster and be like, oh, yeah, you're only going to want to play 2 of this. It's
right.
Like 4 of, 4 of, 4 of.
Yeah, the ratios get a little bit wacky, but yeah, so many auto-includes and so many finicky little creatures. But we're going to start off with the auto-included 4 of the Itmon, the Trash 3 Itmon.
There it is.
Yep. I think it's still very strong. I've seen some people take this one down to like 2. I still think 4 is really strong. Trashing 3, you can't go wrong with that. And, 9 times out of 10, it's going to die into its security swings when you're chipping away. So
I think the only thing about that card is if it's on the field late, it's kind of scary.
It's kind of awkward, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to mill yourself out when you only have 10 cards left, and there's 3 of those on the field.
Oh my God, I know, for real.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move on to the EX2 Itmon.
Okay.
Very, very strong. Milling 3 off of milling 3 again is always very strong.
Yeah.
Always really great seeing the look on my opponent's face when I hit 2 off of 1 mill effect. You're going to gain your memory back. This thing is going to give you your engine. It's going to hit where it needs to hit. Really, really good. The only time I struggle with this is when I play it.
Yeah.
When you search the top, I think it's 4. I never hit what I need to hit. It's always something that I don't need. Then I end up putting like 4 Beelzemon at the bottom of my deck. Or no, not 4 Beelzemon, but 4 of the cards I don't want.
Yeah.
At the bottom of my deck.
Or if you mill it by hitting itself, and then you can't trigger that again.
Exactly.
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I lost those extra 3 mills.
I'll just put this at the top, and we'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
Because God knows in Beelzemon you see your entire deck.
Yep.
And then 4 of the best card, in my opinion, is the 4 of the Warp Impmon.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Really, really good. He's your game ender. He's your finisher. Your opponents tremble in fear when this hits the field. I like keeping it in the back, raising generally about mid to late game because it's just like a loaded shotgun.
Yeah.
When this thing is ready to go, it's ready to go. And you will hit it in this deck. You will absolutely see your Beelzemon Warp plays. And then for the X Antibody, I have 2 of the X Antibody Itmon.
Oh, okay. That's just mill more, right? Mill more for free on Digivolving?
No, this one is the you trash an option and then you get you get a Demon Lord back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his inheritable is trashing too, which is always good.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. But I do like getting him off of the EX2 Beelzemon mills. Allows me just to get my Beelzemons back. Something, if I mill it by accident or I need a blast mode to finish off, that's the way to get it back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Absolutely. Then to level 4s, I have 2 Dobermon.
Dobers are back.
Yes, the dogs are good. Dogs are highly underrated.
Alice and her dog.
Yep. Mill 3, get something back. Always really strong. It probably will have jamming. Not as notorious as Eismon Scatter Mode, but still really, really good. Your opponent never wants to see this thing. They want to put it back in your hand or bottom deck it. And then 4 Wizardmon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, very, very good.
Trash.
Gain your memory back. Also, Digivolving this now in the raising is also, I think, really strong. And also the way when attacking triggers, the way you can manipulate them is also really strong too. Because he lets you put stuff back on the top of your deck, right? So if you have your memory gain shenanigans, or you want to get an Itmon back, or you want to do something fun, he's definitely the way to go about it.
Got it.
And it synergizes well with your X Antibody Itmon because this trashes too. You can choose to put something on top, trash it, etc. like that.
Right, because you choose your when attackings. Yep.
Yeah, very, very strong. And then 3 of the Wizardmon X Antibody.
You're doing like the full. If I see cool boys in this deck, I'm gonna flip this table.
It'll be no. Really, really strong. I don't think the Wizardmon X Antibody and the Beelzemon X Antibody are as strong as I originally thought they were. I do think they offer really nice utility with like the blocker. But the whole point is that you want to trash stuff in this deck. You don't necessarily need to go for all the kind of fancier options those two offer. So those are the kind of the X antibody line has been nice, but that's usually where I kind of want to mess around with my ratios a little bit more, taking things out potentially for better plays and faster milling.
Got it.
And then I run 3 of the ST14 Beelzemons.
Okay, so we do have level 5s.
Yes, level 5s. Because I have found since playing this deck that building a giant stack in the racing is also just as powerful as doing your level 3s into your level 6 plays.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that there's a lot of decks that, I mean, maybe not a lot, but there are certain, like Machine Dramon, for example. Like, it used to have an alternative play style. Now the best way to kind of play it, or the most successful way to play it, is to go back to the stack. You know, and it's funny to see that and like this go to that, because there's so much removal and so much manipulation of Digimon when they're on the field.
Right.
That now you're just like, well, I'm gonna try and build something safely and then do my thing safely when it's time to do my thing.
Yeah, because you're going to get a lot of on-attack triggers in this deck. So, you know, having your level 5 being safe in the raising is definitely a really good option. Its ability to trash 3 and then also gaining the ability to replay Beelzemon from your trash, really strong.
That's
and
crazy.
The fact that it gains it is even better, because then you go right into your level 6 and get it right back if it dies.
Yep. Love it.
And then I have 3 of the Beelzemon X antibody.
So you do run the whole X antibody line.
I do.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
This is probably going to get taken out. I do like the deletion effect that it does give. I also like the fact that it recurs your X antibody, or also the fact that it trashes 3, but I just don't think it's as good as an option anymore after playtesting and stuff like that. I think if you want to do a true X antibody line, you can go with something like this, but I would probably take these out for something else, because it just doesn't come up as often as I need it to.
So what do you think you're going to put in instead of that?
Darkness Waves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just makes it easier for one, and then you can potentially gain more memory off of it.
Makes sense.
And then we're going to move on to the 6s. I do 2 of the EX2 Beelzemon.
2, okay.
Yeah, I did have this at 4.
I see a lot of 4 of lists with it.
Yeah. It's good. It's really strong. It's better to mill it. It's also a great when digivolving to pop something. I think I've strayed away from that one because I think the ST14 one is just a lot stronger.
Okay.
But still really good utility, really good level 6, really good when attacking. I mean, you'll end up trashing 8 to 10 cards with your full stack anyway, so it's going to do some damage when it comes out. Then, moving on to another Beelzemon, we have the ST14.
Oh, just 2.
Just 2.
Okay.
I have a pretty even split of my level 6s in this. But on Digivolve, trash 4, gain memory, 1 memory back for every 10 in your trash.
It's crazy.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Gains a security attack. And the fact that it gains security attack means your blast mode is going to be even more powerful when it comes down. Game finishing, you know, really, really good.
Cool.
And then the press to win button is your 2 Beelzemon X antibodies.
I didn't know if you were going to lay that one down or if you were going to be super rogue and just throw out like the BT3 one. Or
the
warp BT one, yeah, or whatever. The really
oh man, you know, I thought about it at one point, but
yeah.
This is your press to win button. This is your easy mode. This is, you know, it's you know, turn 4 and your 60% of your deck is in the trash. This is how you win the game.
Yep.
Really great to digivolve off of this, off of the ST14.
I call that the hourglass card.
Absolutely.
Like, when you start playing against Beelzemon, you just turn the hourglass over, and if you don't win before that sand runs out, then they just play that card and you're done.
And like a lot of people talk about, this deck autopilots itself. Let's be real. This deck plays itself. However, the way you separate a good Beelzemon player from a bad one is how you react to what your deck is doing.
Yeah.
So you can mill everything wrong and deck yourself out, but it's a matter of how you end up winning that late game at that point is what separates the good players and the bad players. Then, 2 level 7s of Blast Mode.
I saw that coming.
Yep. Purple Blitz Omni.
Yep.
Want to love it. Love it, love it.
Good stuff.
Really strong finisher. You can get it back with your Inmon. You can get it back with all the purple goodness. That's your Rival Barrage.
I was like, where are the options? I know they're coming.
Yep, Rival Barrages. I only run 3, though.
Yeah. There's only so much room, right?
Right, yeah. Like potentially a Bailmon would turn into a Rival's Barrage, you know, just better value. But,
that's fair.
Great card, good milling, get stuff back, is a great threat. And it just sits there in your opponent. You can't really do anything about it. So
I always look at that as like a purple mat that kills stuff.
Right. Yeah. Really, really great. Great auto include. I mean, ST14 was absolutely
gift from the Bandai gods.
And then I run 3 of the X antibody.
Oh, you do run the option. Okay.
Absolutely. This deck is all about one attacking shenanigans. So you want to catch your opponent off guard. Great when it comes out of security to gain you a memory. Your Beelzemon gets it back. Really, really strong. Great finisher.
It's crazy that it goes into your hand after you gain the memory too. Like,
Right.
not only do you gain memory when you hit it in security, but you also get the card.
And finishing off options, I do 4 Death Slingers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one you mill it, you gain a memory, right?
Correct, yeah. Or you just pop a level 4 or higher for every 10 in your trash. The fact that it starts at a level 4 for 4 memory is really insane.
Yeah.
And then it just goes, just goes up from there. So inevitably, these always end up in my opening hand. That's what drives me crazy.
I've had level 7s die to that card before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 4 memory. Can't go wrong.
Nope.
And then to finish it off, I run 3 of the ST14 Iron Mako.
Okay. So no cool boys, guys. We didn't get there. We got the option, but not the cool boy.
No cool boys, no EX2 Iron Mako. I'm not doing any of the blast mode shenanigans.
Gotcha.
You don't really need a memory setter, in my opinion, because this deck is going to gain you back memory anyway.
Yeah.
Great on play effect. Find your pieces for you. You gain memory by just putting cards back on the top of your deck. Allows your one attacking combos when you're digivolving combos to be even more powerful. All in all, I think Beelzemon got a great update. It's absolutely insane. This is probably the deck to beat for the next format or two.
It's going to be up there for sure, especially in the Ultimate Cup stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because all they did was limit that Impmon, the extra mill one.
Right.
Other than that, you can play that deck at full power.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think with SC14 just gave more options. The X antibody line just made accelerated even further.
Yep.
Having a ton of fun playing it. I feel kind of dirty sometimes when I mill my entire deck and win on like turn 4, but
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, guys. Well, this is it. James, we got more great videos coming from you and everyone on the channel. And yeah, let's enjoy this format. I think everyone's having fun. We're pretty early in. We don't get EX2 until end of June. So EX4, that's what I meant. I'm in EX2 land with those Impmons. All right. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.